hit the like button, whatever it is, because we got everything y'all need, man. Listen, and what you ain't looking for, you gonna be looking for it then.
Scribe or Deebo gonna whoop your ass. My
Yeah.
son, today, September 9th, is my oldest boy, Joseph Ali Hayden the fourth's 9th birthday. He turns 9 years old today.
Let's go.
Come
Happy
on, man.
birthday.
My
Happy
boy, happy
birthday.
birthday, Big
Yes,
Joey.
sir.
Thank you. Shout out,
Yeah, I
Joey.
was hectic last week, baby. I had 2 surgeries last week, bro.
You had a lot going on. We both
Yes,
got a
sir.
lot.
My youngest son had a surgery. Sorry, my oldest son had a surgery on Wednesday. And
Mhm.
then my oldest son, he had a surgery on Friday. Like it's like it was crazy.
God.
Yeah. So my my son James, he did like a slap tear in his meniscus
How
in the
was it going?
game
How did the
Friday.
surgery go? How's he doing?
Oh, it went good. It went
Okay.
good. And then my my youngest son, he blew out his labrum in his shoulder, dude. It's crazy, dude. It's you know what? Let me rewind this. So my oldest has had 3 surgeries in 14 months, dude.
God.
Like
It is
he
not from
missed.
complications of the other surgeries?
No, dude. You know what? This our show. To hell with it. I'm going somewhere else with this. So let's start back at the beginning. So my son, the oldest, he's playing ball his freshman year. Everything's going good. He gets into his sophomore year.
Hmm.
And, I like to take my kids with me out to AZ to train. So I take him with me out there. We come back. His sophomore year, as soon as he gets back, he does like a high ankle sprain.
Okay.
So he sprains his ankle. He doesn't take the time to heal it. And he goes back out there and he plays on it. So the second game of the season, he goes out there and he actually like tears 2 of the ligaments in his
In the
ankle.
ankle.
And he blows his SC joint, his sternoclavicular joint, right?
Where is that?
Dude, it's right here. It's right here. So we actually got lucky with that process because it went anterior instead of posterior, I believe. Because if it had went the other way, then you have a chance of it like hitting like his carotid artery, I
Yeah.
believe, fucking jugular vein, all that stuff, right?
Getting bad.
Right. It's getting bad, right? I don't know that is what has happened,
Mhm.
So he's not starting as a sophomore. So he's playing Saturday and I see him, I'm like, dude, you can't move. Like you need to
Yeah.
go, I need to take you to get an MRI, right? And he's like, no, 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 I'll be all right. I don't want to get an MRI. I don't want to miss practice. I don't want the coaches, saying nothing. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, all right. I'll let you make that decision. So as the season goes on, we don't know, like I said, about the SC. And I have my chiropractor come in. My chiropractor comes in every so often, and he's like, "Hey, James, hey man, you need to look at this.
Mhm.
His SC is just circling. It's popping in and out. So look at it. He played after that. We don't know he did it. He thought he had a stinger. He's like, I got a stinger, whatever. He said, I tweaked my ankle.
Oh, he
I'm like,
fighting the pain.
yeah. I'm like, you ain't tweaked your ankle. I'm like, you can't move. I'm seeing him Saturday. I'm like, dude, you can't move. Like you looking bad. I told him, I said, you looking like shit, son. You know? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna let you tough through it. You make the decision.
Mhm.
So after he does that, my chiropractor looks at it. He tells him, you need to get it looked at. I'm like, hey, we're going to get an MRI. And while we're there, we're going to get an MRI on your ankle too, right? So we get the MRI, come to find out he has a couple torn ligaments in his ankle and his SC is blown.
We gotta get all
And
that fixed.
right, he's going to need surgery, right? Well, what we don't know at that time is like how serious like it could have been. So he's trying to figure out how he can't get surgery. So we have to go to a thoracic surgeon, so a specialist. Like that's all he really does. He
Mhm.
really does. So we talked to him, and James really wants to continue to play, and he's like, dude, you cannot continue to play football if you do not get this fixed because it could literally kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
So
Life or
we
death.
know that now. I think it's right before the playoffs. So we're going into the playoffs. I tell the coach, hey, I'm pulling him. He can't, he can't play. He can't finish the season. It's a game or two before the playoffs. They go into the playoffs. They get to the championship game. They end up losing. They're runners up. So by this time, we done figured out that James has to get this surgery. You know what I'm saying? It's no other choice.
Yeah.
And it's a 9-month time frame. So he done missed
Oh
half his
man.
sophomore year. He's
So he
going to
gonna miss
miss,
the whole.
he
He gonna
missed, yeah, he missed all of his
sophomore
junior
year,
year,
junior year. Okay.
right? And now, we know he has to get the thoracic surgery in July, and he's going to get the ankle surgery in September. So we fast forward. He done lost so much weight, dude. He's 155 pounds by the
How much
time.
did he start off when? How much did he start off when it first started?
Not 190.
190. Okay.
So he done lost like 40 pounds, of weight.
Yeah.
And by the time he's able to get back into it, we build everything back up. We get into it, and now he's 205.
Oh, well, come on.
So
So I
his
know you
first
get your
day,
man right.
right, right. So his first day of practice, now it's April, May. This is the first time he's been cleared to actually do any kind of real movement on his
Mhm.
ankle. And he gets in, he's doing a little move, and he feels something in his ankle. So he kind of walks it off. The coach looks at him and says, "Hey, are you all right?" He
Mhm.
says, you know, he said, "Well, if you can't do the drill correctly, don't do it." So that popped off. So
Mhm.
I teach my kids, don't say nothing to adults. James went on ahead. If you got a problem, you come to me. So he got out of practice. He comes to me. Now he tells me this, and then he continues to tell me what he hadn't told me over the course of the last 3 years. See, I'm a parent, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna stay out the way,
Mhm.
especially when it's football, because I don't want these coaches feeling some kind of way,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
know everything, all that other stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna do all that. So now he's telling me from the time he was a freshman. Basically, they've been saying to him, hey man, you need to toughen up, you need to go harder, you need to do more, all this other stuff, right?
Do they not know about his injuries?
No,
Like,
no, 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 they
okay.
don't.
So you
So
can. So we can't blame him for that. If they would have
we
known,
we
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 could
we
put it
we,
on.
we can't blame them for that. But my kids are tough. I don't
Oh, for
raise I
sure.
don't
For
raise
sure.
wussies.
You've been saying all this
So
you've been going
the
through. I can only imagine, James.
exactly. So the fact that you're even insinuating that, and
Mm-hmm.
it kind of upsets me. But
Rub you the wrong for
I
sure.
go ahead and I'm like, you know what? He's like, yo, I don't want to play no more. I don't want to play here. I don't want to be here. Like, I'm
Mhm.
done, Dad. I'm like, listen, let me go talk to the coach. I got to insert myself now.
Yeah.
So I sit down, I talk to the coach, and I let him know. Like, my son could have lost his life out there. Like, if that thing went the other way, we wouldn't have
Mhm.
done nothing. He could have
Yeah.
bled out on the field.
Hmm.
And on top of that, my son tells me that he has an exit meeting with the equipment manager, and the equipment manager tells him, with my son knowing, they don't know this, that he has to get this surgery that's going to end his whole junior year, tells him, you know what, I think you could have been, you could have toughened it out. You could have did more.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
So
no.
I'm telling the coach this, we're going in, and I let him know. I said, from this point forward, I will no longer be sitting back. I will be 100% active.
I would be present.
I will be, yes, I will be present.
Mm-hmm.
So from that point forward, like I was already going, I got to work on this ankle every day, because it's certain things that you need to do to make sure, it goes right, and you got to
Yeah,
floss it. It's things that the normal training room is not going to do.
for
They
sure.
don't even know to do. So fast forward again, we get into his first game back his senior year. He
Hmm.
ain't played in the last, 2 years, basically. And he done missed half his sophomore, all of his junior, and now it's game one. Dude, we get into game one, and I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't never told my son he was good, but I was like, son, he was doing good. He was doing
Yeah,
real good, dude.
yeah.
Now the second half comes, and he goes to cut, and there's a lineman on him. He's trying to make the tackle. He actually makes the tackle,
Hmm.
and his knee just it bows out, right? So at that same time he did his ankle and his SC, he told me his knee hurt. So he just said it hurt. That I'm gonna come back to that. So he goes and I kind of see the next play and I'm like, he ain't moving right. I know when my son ain't moving right. 2, 3 plays later, they call me like, hey, your son wants you. I come down there and he's like, my knee hurt. When I stepped it kind of went out and
Yeah.
da da da. So, we're sitting there. I'm like, I don't know what to tell him, dude. I'm at a loss for words, dude. I'm
It
like,
just,
God,
yeah.
help me. I need something.
We
It
pray
ain't
for my
gotta be
boy.
now, but I
Mhm.
need something.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I get up, I go back into the stands. The game ends, I go down, I grab his helmet, and he says, hey dad, walk behind me in the line. I think something about to happen. I'm like, okay. So I'm walking behind my son in the line as they go do their thing, right?
Mhm.
And you know how kids are. They mouth and talking back and forth. So
Yeah.
as I'm walking behind in the line, the AD grabs me and said, oh, hey, you can't be in the line. I'm like, all right, cool. So I move to the side. So as I'm moving to the side, kids, they going back and forth. They kids.
Yeah.
Your coaches, you get your kid, you tell them, hey, kill it, whatever.
Yeah.
So as I'm walking through, I done got so far behind that my son can't see me. He about 20 yards ahead of me.
Mhm.
And I see a grown man, a coach. He pointing. He's saying, that's him right there. That's him. I said, hey, who the fuck you pointing at?
Why? What was he pointing at your son for?
Saying he was the one that was mouthing off, and that's the one y'all need to go get. I
Oh,
said, dude, you ever point at mine again? I
you a
went
grown
to other.
ass man.
Yes, I said you're a grown ass man, dude. You go ahead and grab
Crazy.
these kids. Let these kids mouth off. Get your own kids. Oh, he went to crickets. So now
Oh,
the
that's
AD is trying to
crazy.
get me to leave. They done got security and all this other stuff. So I go ahead and I walk back. So I still don't know what's up with James's ankle, right? So I mean, sorry, I still don't know what's up with James's knee. So we get back there, and he's working his knee, and I'm looking, and I'm like, it's loose. I'm like, that ACL is loose. It's not, how you get that pop at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not doing that pop. So I tell James, hey, go get dressed. Doctor said, I don't know. He's gonna have to get it looked at. Da da da. So I'm like, James, go get dressed. So I'm like, Doc, that's loose, dude. He said, I can't say for sure that it's gone. He said they had another kid that actually tore his complete. He's like, that his was totally, it was gone. Like it was no
So
question.
James
So
is he couldn't say it for sure,
he
but
couldn't say it for sure.
maybe
It's a
could have.
maybe. So I leave, and as I'm leaving, James come up to me and he's like, Dad, just tell me the truth. I'm like, son, I don't know. If I knew, I would tell you, but I don't know.
Mhm.
So we go and we get the we get the MRI. Now, I ain't a doctor, but I play one sometimes, okay? So I'm sitting back there and I'm looking at the MRI and I'm like, dude, that's his ACL.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it, I'm
you
like,
can
it's his
see it.
ACL. I can see it, dude. I'm like, it's his ACL.
Mhm.
So he get out of the thing and I'm just preparing him. I'm like, hey, I think from what I'm looking at, dude, it's your ACL.
Mhm.
And like that's
That's
we'll figure out what
you
it
gonna
is,
figure it
dude.
out, babe.
It's I mean, hey, you could just go, you gonna have to pray on it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like everything you got to put it in God's
everything
hands from
happens for
there.
a reason.
Everything
You may
happens
not
for a
know right
reason.
now in
Yes,
God's timing. It's not your
yes,
timing. It's gonna be God's timing.
yes, no question. So we go back over after we get the MRI and they put it up on the screen and I'm looking at it and he sees it up there and he
Mhm.
goes and starts looking on his phone and he looks and he's like, oh yeah, it's gone, you know, and he ain't lost it yet. He ain't lost it yet. So
Mhm.
Doc comes in and Doc is like, yeah, he calls for the guy that reads it and he's like,
Mhm.
you know, what about this? What about that? And he's like, well, it's the meniscus. It looks like a little, it's a slap tear on the meniscus and,
Mhm.
so on and so forth. And Doc's like, no, what about the ACL? He's like, yeah, it's scarred up. It's healed. He said, would you, like it's scarred up, it's healed. At some point, he tore his ACL, it's scarred up and it healed. The same game that he told me his knee hurt, where he messed up his ankle,
Mm.
and he messed up his SC, he actually did a partial tear of his ACL.
Damn.
So
Your little man, bro. I don't
listen,
care. All these injuries he's fighting through. The man
yes.
is the gangster.
So I go and he's sitting over there, he's anxious, like, what? And I'm kind of giggling in my head because I know what's going on. I know what's going on. And the when he finally just sat down and was like, yo, so this is what it is. You got a slap tear, you're looking at maybe 3 to 4 weeks, and you could be back at it. Dude, this dude dropped to his knees, like
Like
I
a
mean, he hugged
baby.
me. Yeah, dude, he hugged me, and I'm like laughing, but I'm laughing crying because I'm so
Mhm.
happy, right?
Oh, for sure. That's your
And
best
Doc is like,
friend.
what's going on? Are we okay? I'm like, Doc, you know what? We are good, dude. We are
Mhm.
real good.
That's
And
amazing.
at times like that, dude, like I really lean heavy on the word. You know what I'm saying? I lean
Got to.
heavy. Right now, what I do is I actually send my sons scripture in the morning after I
Mm.
do my reading in the morning, and the more I get into the word, the closer and the more of a relationship I build with my Lord and Savior. I was baptized and I accepted my Lord and Savior in August of 24, dude. And from that point forward, I can't I can't think of anything that has given me more comfort than that, dude.
I
You
love
know.
that, man.
Um
I love that,
and
Jace.
and and for him, at the time I'm just telling him like, yo, you know, you're being attacked right now, man. And
Mhm.
this is not this is not God. This is the devil. He's trying to pull you away. He's trying
1,000%.
he's seeing that you're getting closer. And he's trying to pull you away to get you to be like, you know what? This ain't working. No, it's working.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's always yes. It just may not be right now.
It may
You
not be
may
right
have to
now,
go
but
through different things to build more faith. You know what
that
I'm
thing,
saying?
it may not come when you want it, but
Yes.
it'll be there right on time.
No question.
You know
No
what I'm
question.
saying? So on
So I
God.
say all that to let them know, man. So after that game, I, the AD sent out a letter. Like the coaches, the players, they can't be on the field anymore. I mean, well, parents can't be on the field anymore and all that other stuff, right?
Mhm.
So, me, I gotta let them know I'm gonna protect mine at all
Regardless.
costs. All costs. And as I said before, it's only two things that go stop me from protecting mine. That's God in the grave. He ain't neither one of them.
You did,
You
Deebo.
understand?
Well, Deebo, good news is your good man is good. My young man is good.
Yes, sir.
And we
All
got some
praise.
and we got some good ball.
And we got some football. What how it go? How it go? Faith, family, and
Family,
football.
faith family football. That's what they
Let's
say.
go. Let's get to the football, baby.